Yo, 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 top of the morning, peace and love, everybody. Welcome to another episode of SR Daily. I'm your boy, your host, LaShawn Sugar Marston. You are tuned into episode 547 of SR Daily, 547 consecutive episodes right here on the air, live, 4 segments. Is lit, is going down. I'm so freaking excited, man. Last night was epic. I'm feeling amazing. I can't even explain it, man. Just, it's a new reality. It's a new time. I don't know if you are feeling the shifts in the seasons from the last few months to the last few days as we shifted from Capricorn season to Aquarius season. My season is coming, Pisces season. I'm super excited. Life is good. And I say life is good, not that life is ideal, but that is all divine and life is perfect. Everything happens and is happening in accordance to divine law. Life, when you say life is good, people think that means there are no challenges. When people say life is great, they think that means that, like, if I say life is great, someone says, well, it must be nice. You ain't got, all right, you got challenges. You're choosing to focus on the challenges. I'm choosing to focus on the solutions. I feel the pain of the challenges. I feel the weight of whatever challenges are present. But I know that challenges are there to stop me, to hinder me. Challenges are there to fortify me, to refine me, to make me stronger, to make me wiser, to help me grow, right? To help me become more aware of something that I may not be as aware of as I need to be, right? Something that could be, because if it's hindering me, that means that I'm not extracting the most out of it. I'm not really using it to propel myself, right? So life is good. Life is like this, right? But the more aware you are, the more in tune you are, the more resilient you are, the more it becomes, yes, a roller coaster, but the dips are not as low. Even when they are as low, it's not as painful, right? It doesn't impact you as much, right? And yeah, I'm just super freaking excited, super grateful to still be here, to be alive, to see the space, right? To be space that I'm currently in, because I tell all the time, I wasn't here for a great majority of my life. I was not in the space. I would be weighed down by the challenges. I would see the obstacles as barriers, right? As reasons to not go on, as reasons for why everything is happening the way it's happening, as opposed to, okay, this is trying to show me something. This is trying to teach me something. This is here for a reason. And this is here just because it's fucking life, man. And life is a balance of positive and negative, and together they create the reality, right? And it can be explained in so many more scientific ways. We're gonna try a little bit of that today. But yo, Javon, Circle Keeper, what's going on, my brother? Cousins, dozens on the check-in. My big bro, Todd Jones, best mini donuts in the motherfucking world, brother. Best mini donuts in the world. Best mini donuts in the motherfucking world, man. I love my brother, Todd Jones. Cousin Todd. Sefu Sankofa, big brother. Don't let political prisoners die in prison. Chairman of the Northeast Political Prisoner Coalition. Mona Love, baby girl, CEO, president, founder of Miss Juicy, also known as, or the parent company is The Whole Vibe. She is the whole vibe. She brings the whole vibe. She curates the whole vibe. She is amazing and doing amazing things. It has an amazing product. If you are in NYC, in the NYC area, coming to NYC, and you want some fresh juice that is guaranteed to fill your soul, satisfy your motherfucking fruit craving, juice craving, hit her up, man, and get some fresh juice, man. You got 3 flavors: Quiet Storm, Sunshine, and Hey Ma. Hey Ma, she is a Brooklyn native, man, and she wants to bring, her mission is just to bring wellness, right, to people of Brooklyn, to the people of NYC, to the people of everywhere, right, from hood to hood, serving that good. Absolutely incredible mission. She has absolutely incredible product. Again, hit her up. The juices are absolutely wonderful. Everyone who's bought a juice so far has loved it, has like immediately messaged for a refill, message for more. So hit her up, man. Book her for your events. She is open to do events, again, in New York, in the New York area, right? So New Jersey, right? Like, she'll travel, we'll travel to, right, wherever it makes sense, right? So if you got an event in Jersey, if you got an event in freaking wherever, hit her up and let's see what we can make happen. Again, the juices are absolutely phenomenal. I love them. Everyone loves them. And that's it. But listen, man, we're gonna get into the show. Once again, I'm your boy, your host, LaShawn Sugar Martin. This is episode 547 of SRDaily. We're here Monday through Fridays, 9 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. Facebook Live, YouTube Live, and of course, Instagram Live. We're going to start with our first segment of the day. Today's first segment is a word of the day. And today's word is actually two words, right? But it makes one. Quantum field, right? I've been talking about quantum leap and a little bit about quantum mechanics and quantum physics and all of that. Today, I'm talking about quantum field because last night something kept coming up, and I'm gonna talk about it later, right? But quantum field is defined as the fundamental level of a model of reality that gives very accurate predictions. Very accurate predictions, like you can see into your future, you can get glimpses, right? According to Joe Dispenza, it is an invisible field of energy and information, or you could say a field of intelligence or consciousness, like that field of consciousness that exists beyond space and time. Nothing physical or material exists there. It is beyond anything you can perceive with your senses. You can't see it, you can't taste it, you can't touch it, all right? You can't smell it, you can't hear it, but you can feel it. You can sense it internally. You can see it with your third eye. You can see it with your inner eye. You can see it with your eye that sees when it's closed, right? Like that eye, you can see it. You can see it. And you can sense it. Again, not with your five senses, but we know that we have more than five senses, right? It's five basic senses that are connected to the physical, but there are other senses. One, sixth sense, your intuition is you feel it. You feel it. It impacts you physically, right? But it's not from your physical body, right? It's not a perceived sense from anything physical, but the physical world does influence it, right? Or has an impact on it, or it impacts your physical world. Let me say. Let's read that one more time. Quantum field is defined at the fundamental level of a model of reality that gives very accurate predictions. According to Joe Dispenza, an invisible field of energy and information, or you could say a field of intelligence or consciousness that exists beyond space and time. Beyond space and time it's in that field, it's in that invisibleness, right? That you don't see. Right? Again, nothing physical or material exists there. It is beyond anything to see with your senses. The way you enter a quantum field or alternate reality is through choice. That's it. It's through choice. There is always a choice. Choose to do or respond how you always have, or how an alternate version of you will respond. Right? Yesterday, I attended a philosophy class with Mona, right? And one thing the professor was saying was, what would the wise version of you do? Right? What would the wise or what would a wise person do in this decision, right? Or in this moment? What choice would a wise person make? Another way to say that is, what would the healthiest version of you do? What would the wealthiest version of you do? Right? Like, what would the version of you do that is already living the dream that you have? What would that do? Would that person hit the alarm at 7 a.m. when they're tired and the alarm goes off and they went to sleep at 5? I didn't. I went to sleep at 5 o'clock. My alarm went off at 7 o'clock for the prayer call, and I was up. And I went into the meditation afterwards, right? And I was dozing in and out. But I'm up, right? That's what then what I have to do, get back to doing. I haven't done it lately, right? Is sit up meditation. I've been meditating, laying down. I need to get the fuck up, get out of my bed, right? Go in the living room, sit on the couch, and meditate. Because that way, even if I drift back off, I'm only drifting back off for a few minutes, like 2-3 minutes, as opposed to 20, 30, or 40 minutes, right? That's what the healthiest version and the wealthiest we would do. Get out of my fucking bed. The alarm goes off, or normally I wake up before the alarm. But sometimes, I'm going to sleep late, like 5 a.m., and I gotta get up at 7 for something, and the alarm goes off, the alarm is set, get out the bed. Get out the bed. So what would the healthiest version of you do? What would the wealthiest version of you do? What would the most committed version of you do? What would the happiest version of you do? What would the most successful version of you do in any given situation? Choosing that, making that choice in that way, that is how you jump, right, between fields, right? So yeah, man, like, if you do what you've always done, you always get what you've always got. Sacred wisdom, ancient wisdom, freaking common knowledge. If you always do what you've always done, you'll always get what you've always got. So last night, this quantum field was a recurring theme with my brother Imam Thug. I went to his album release event last night, Lower East Side. Absolutely incredible, absolutely incredible. And as we kept, right, it was a music thing. It was a lot of people there, loud music. They were all drinking, right. I think I was the only person in the spot with no alcohol, right. And I'm so proud of myself for that. Not that I was tempted away, right, because I don't give a fuck. I'm not tempted at all. But I'm proud that like I made that shift. I made that shift where, like, again, 3 years ago, it was 2013, February 13th. 2023. February 13th, 2023. So 3 years ago, right? It's not 3 years yet. 3 years ago, and even prior, like I was the one like at the bar. Even if I would go out, live video pause. All right. Even if I would go out saying, yo, I'm not drinking today. If I'm at the bar and my friends are drinking, you know what? I'm gonna take a drink. I'm gonna take a couple of shots. But like that's not my life anymore. I haven't had a drink in 3 years. I have had any desire to have a drink. I don't drink no more. I don't drink. That's it. It's that simple. Right. So I'm proud of myself that I'm able now at this point in my life to be in the bar, no temptation, watching everybody drink. Right. Yeah, so as we kept talking about, briefly about business, right? His company, my company, my new company, right? Things that we're doing. We talk about business, we talk about elevating and becoming so much more. He kept repeating verbatim, in the quantum field, it's already happening. In the quantum field, it's already done. In the quantum field, he kept saying that shit. And I'm like, it's no coincidence that Mona would tell you in the last freaking 2 weeks almost, that's all I've been talking about. Like quantum field, like shifting, everything shifting, like this version of me, right? Like I talked in the show early in the week, quantum leaping, right? He kept saying in the quantum field, it's already happening. There's a version of us in the quantum field that's already there. That's already living the life that we dream of. And again, that's in regards to our massive success, abundance of wealth, and monumental impact. Sosa, what's going on? What's going on? Peace and love. So yeah, quantum field. Go into it, study it, learn it, explore it, right? Examine it. How you can make the necessary jumps you need to make from the reality that you're currently living. If you're not fulfilled, right? If you're not thriving, if things are not happening the way you want them to happen, make a different choice, right? When something presents itself, right? Opportunity presents itself, make a different choice. Put yourself in a different quantum fucking field. Like it's that simple. It's tough, yes, but it's simple. It's as simple as it is tough, right? Let's go on to our second segment of the day. Today's second segment is our Need to Know News of the day. And today's Need to Know News is a simple news flash. News flash in regards to the quantum field. Understand, overstand, and understand that it's already done. It's already done. You already won. Victory is already yours. You can go home now. You can pack it up. You ain't got to struggle no more. You ain't got to fight no more. You don't got to want anything. Just live your life in accordance with your highest values. Live your life in accordance and in alignment with your highest values, with your greatest self. And it's already done. Your prayers are already answered. Your prayers are already answered. Everything you can ask for is already yours. God is always with you. God is in every single thought that you have, in every single experience that you have, in every single feeling that you have. You cannot breathe without God. You cannot think outside of God. Every thought, every feeling, every desire, every wish, every hope is God. So you just got to keep stepping. You just got to keep stepping. You just got to trust yourself and follow your wild ideas, right? Keep fucking step. Keep walking. You just have to attune yourself to the frequency in which is already done. Choose the better option. Choose the way that your most actualized self will respond, right? Go in a way that your most actualized self will go. Go that direction. Not the direction in the way of your, as they say in philosophy class yesterday, your quiet self. The self that you learned from your parents, the self-doubt, the self-criticism, right? The fear, right? The uneasiness, the timidness. Don't go in that way. Don't go in a way that just wants to play it safe, that just wants to get comfort, right? Don't go in that way. Go in the way of a risk taker. Go in the way of a way maker. Go in the way of God. Go in the way when you know and you believe that anything and everything is possible for you. Go in that way. Go in that way. Understand, overstand, understand. You cannot think a thought or have a dream or a vision for yourself that isn't already actualized. Every vision that you have of yourself, for yourself, is already actualized in the quantum field, right? It's really like your future self calling back to you, giving you glimpses of what can be if you make the bestable decisions in all possible situations. It's like magic, abracadabra, and so it is. But it's real. It's real fucking life. I'm living it, and many people have lived it. Many people talk about this shit. Like the most successful people talk about this shit all the time. It's not it's not me. It's not just, oh, this crazy Sugar Ray's crazy. This other crazy person is saying this shit. No, man, this shit is real fucking life, dog. Like, but again, everybody has a choice, right? What you do with the knowledge, what you do with the information, is up to you. No one can force you to take it. No one can force you to receive it. No one can force you to practice it. No one can force you to believe it. No one can force you to take heed. No one can force anybody to do anything. If you always do what you've always done, you'll always get what you've always got. Such is life, right? Such is life. Like it's fucking life, man. It's already done. The dream of being the healthiest version of you is already done. The dream of being the wealthiest version of you is already done. The dream of buying a big home for your parents is already done. The dream of providing for your children in the best way, sending them to the best schools, creating the best opportunities for them is already done. Having the most beautiful partnership is already done. Building the most incredible business that's impacted millions and millions and millions of people worldwide is already done. Living life happy, living life in peace, living life with no freaking regrets, right? With no pain, feeling all of the stuff, but transmuting it, triggerifying it instantaneously. It's already done. And God is all powerful, all knowing, everywhere, at all times. So how can there be a time and a space in a situation when God is not? Breathe it in. Breathe in this reality. You know that it's already yours. What do you want? Everything is yours. You have no lack. Look and pick. Examine and see. Say, okay, we want that life. Okay, that's the life that we're going to get. Okay, that's the life that we have. Boom, then you wake up one day and it's like, oh shit. And again, before everything externally changes for the motherfucking business out there, well, the reality is still the same. You still living in the same motherfucking house, and you still got the same motherfucking job, and you still the same motherfucking weight. For the motherfucking pessimists out there, before everything changes externally, it must first change internally. So when you change the dial, right? When you change the fucking dial inside, and you live and you vibrate at a higher frequency, right? On a higher wavelength, internally first. Eventually, it's only a matter of time before everything externally changes, right? Like, to everything, there is a process, and for a process, everything is progress, and it becomes. So don't be scared of the journey. Yo, Coach Ace of Love, what's going on, my brother? Peace and love, top of the morning. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for tuning in. There's no coincidence that you tuned in. If I'm not mistaken, you in sunny Florida. My man up here last night lives in Florida. We may have to go to Florida. I might gotta come to Florida. There's something down there in Florida calling me. Yeah, okay, yeah. I see what time it is. But yo, let's move right along to our third segment of the day. Safu said, claim it. Kamaku Sadi is free. Kamaku Sadi is free. Free all political prisoners. Don't let political prisoners die in prison. Free them all. That is the call among the love. Affirmed. It is already done. Ashe, yo. Listen. And yo, Asa was crazy also last night. My first time ever hearing about this, the dude who was DJing last night, infamous Amadeus. He's a DJ with Shade 5, right, Sirius XM, but he was playing music, and you know what he kept saying? He said, this is for left lane motherfuckers. This is for the motherfuckers who drive in the left lane. And it made me think of you, right? And it's something that we got to do, because not only, again, he was playing the music about, left lane, and it made me think of you, left lane. And then my man Imam Thug, who's from my hood, his album release was last night. He lives in Florida. He's doing big things in Florida with his company, EPAT Empire, Easy Paint and Design. Right, he and his wife are doing incredible things out there. So, it's something for us, my brother. It's something that we got to tap into. And again, that happened, and then you tapped in this morning. No coincidences. Quantum Field called you. You here, we here. We got to build, my brother. We got a lot of work to do. We got incredible things that we could do. You are doing incredible things. I'm extremely, extremely proud of you. Yeah, let's go. Let's move right along to our third segment of the day, our tip of the day. Today's tip is to simply learn as much as you can. Learn as much as you can. Seriously, learn as much as you can about yourself, about life in general, and about the world around you. Learn as much as you can. Study, research, study, research. If something piques your interest, follow it. Go into it. Dig just a little bit. Dig just a little bit. You will be surprised what you find and where a simple interest may lead you. You will be surprised. Let me say this. I don't know how. I don't know why. I don't know at what particular age. But at some point in my youth, philosophy piqued my interest. Psychology piqued my interest. I don't know if it was one of my sister's school books, social psychology. I don't know what it was, but I became interested in human thought. Why we think the way we think, how do we think, how to think, right? And then the connection between the mind and the body, right? Between thought and action. I became interested in that at some point. And I followed it, right? There are some people who was around me when I was 12, 13, 14, who really listened to me, who really spent time with me, right? And invested in me, not spending time talking to me, but spending time talking with me and hearing me. And they will tell you that I've always been interested in philosophy and psychology. I've always been interested in the human condition, right? Why do we do the things that we do? I'm a young boy. Why are people killing each other in my neighborhood, right? Why am I so angry? Why am I so violent, right? Why is this like this? Why? Just the whys, the freaking shit that they used to give us in school. The current events. Who, what, when, why, how, where. Who, what, when, where, why, how. 5 W's, right? Who, what, when, where, why, and then H, how. I've always been interested in that, right? I've always loved current events and writing about them, right? Reading in the newspaper and then writing about it. So that piqued my interest. And then here we are years later where like I've done incredible things, right? I've become an incredible person, which is more important than anything that I've done is who I've become, what I've made of myself, right? In spite of or because of all of the shit, right? And now I'm building a tech company. I'm building a tech company. I can say that shit with confidence. I am building a multi-$100 million tech company, right? Multi-$100 million tech company, that's rooted in human development, right? It's a human development platform that's based in tech, right? Like however you want to spin it, it's a multi-$100 million fucking company. And yeah, my uncle said it the other day. It won't be long from this day. It won't be long from this day before I am at that super high level where I'm leading globally and I'm speaking on stages globally, and my product is sought after by institutions and companies, corporations and organizations and individuals alike. They're using my technology, they're using my system to foster their human development for themselves, for their clients, for their students, for their families, for their groups, for their members, for their participants, however you want to slice it and dice it. It's all started from a simple philosophy in psychology. How do we think? Why do we think the way we think? Why do we do the things that we do? Very fucking simple, right? And you never know where that small interest, where that little spark may lead. Just follow that shit because it could take you exactly to where you want it to be. All right, let's move right along to our fourth and final segment of the day. Mona says, "Speak it, speak it, speak it." Yes, babe. I am speaking it. I will always speak it. Let's move to our fourth and final segment of the day. Fourth segment is always a build of the day. Today's build is to always be true to you. Always be true to who you are. Never forget where you come from. Never forget who you are on the inside, right? And so this build is inspired again. Last night, Imam Thug, new album by Infamous Ideas, who I just heard about, who's a fucking phenomenal DJ. He played some blends last night. That's like, holy shit. He said got an album coming out on Valentine's Day. It's called Hennessy and Her, right? R&B joint. He played some joints for me last night. I'm like, whoa, I gotta get that album. It's fucking fire. Gotta get that shit, play that shit, me and my boo on a motherfucking Tuesday night, Thursday night, night, and any day, and just do the things we like. But yo, listen, man, I fucking love Imam Thug. Last night, album release. Album is called Gods, Kings, and Rulers. Right? Gods, Kings, and Rulers. Imam Thug is a fucking old school classic rapper. Still got the classic hip hop sound, right? Hip hop, that NYC sound, that 90s NYC gritty sound, CNN sound. Imam Thug, though, is also known as Michael Butler. By day, in Florida, he runs EPAT Empire, which stands for Easy Painting and Design. Painting was a skill that he picked up in Job Corps. When he was in Job Corps, he said he told me the story. His mom sent him to Job Corps. He picked up the skill, and the rest is history, right? He's used it to transform his life and to help transform the lives of many. So it is a firm based down in Florida. He and his wife do incredible work with corporations and institutions down there. He's gotten some major contracts. Some shit he told me, I was like, yo, I want to get there. He was like, brother, you fucking will. You got all of the shit, you got all of the tools, all of the energy. You gonna get there, right? But he's got some major contracts down there. He's been able to employ so many people of it. Then, right, that's during the day. Right, during the day, he got his ties on, he got his 3-piece suits on, he got his blazers on. He's in the meetings, he's in the ballrooms with the mayors of freaking Dade County, with this person and with that person, this freaking lieutenant, and that's negotiating contracts, right? Negotiating contracts on different properties and different institutions to paint, right? To do the paints and to do the development, right? And he said he's working on some more big shit. But that's it. By night, like last night, he's Iman Thug, rap legend from Queensbridge, once famous for CNN, still putting out new music. God's Kings and Rulers. Some of that shit is up. I'm like, yo, shit's fucking good hip hop. But my man Eddie Kruger with me, and he's like, yo, this is fucking classic, quintessential NYC rap. No bullshit, no fucking Eddie would say no flutes, right? Just real bars, just real MCs spitting, right? On one of his songs, he says 41-18, Vernon Boulevard, apartment 1C, or whatever the flow is. But he mentioned this building. He's from my block, right? I'm 4106, he's 4118, I'm 3C, he's 1C, right? He mentioned that on the song, the building and the apartment he grew up in. And I told him last night, of how he is immersed in both worlds. I love how he is doing incredible things as CEO of EPAD Empire, right? And I love how he's still true to who he fucking was 25 years ago, right? 30 years ago, fucking rap legend, fucking rapper. I'm a rapper from Queensbridge. This is what I do, right? Came out in the video with the fatigue. Some of the dudes that came out last night with the fucking army fatigues on. I was telling Mona, right? I had a blazer on, a button up, had some shit to do early in the day. I was going to philosophy class with Mona, but like part of me wanted to order a fucking pair of fatigues. So I'm like, yo, like I get it, right? But he said something as I told him that. He said, yo, I became a businessman. That's what it is, right? But I'm an artist at heart, and I'm always going to be who I am, and that's the gym. He said, I'm an artist at heart, and as an artist, I still gotta let you know that I'm that dude. I'm that dude. I'm that artist that I've always been. Even though now a lot of people see him as a businessman in the business world, they know him as Michael Buller. He's still Imam fucking Thug. That is a gym, especially in the world where so many people try to escape who they once were for fear of being stigmatized in whatever way. In a world where so many people try to escape who they once were, who they've always been, who they really are. They try to hide it. I know so many people who try to suppress who they really are because they quote unquote became somebody else, and they try to forget. They try to negate. They try to, oh, nah, that's who I used to be. Nah, that's who you are. Now, mind you, there's nothing wrong with being like, okay, you used to be a certain way, and now you're a different way if it's something that was vicious, something that was causing harm, right? But like, be who you are. Live video pause Instagram. I don't know why my video been pausing lately. And it's not somebody calling. I got to turn off. This only started happening because when I put the glasses on, well, not when I have them on, because I didn't have them on the other day. But once I connected the glasses, it's doing this shit. But anyway, yeah. Be who you always are. Be who you've always been. Be true to you, right? I love that although he's achieved massive corporate success, he is true to the artists many around the world fell in love with. A brother came last night with old CNN albums for him to autograph. I got that shit with the glasses. I gotta download that shit or to my phone, upload that shit. I still haven't uploaded any videos from my glasses. I need to do that. But that is the show for today, guys. That is the show. I feel incredible. I'm gonna have an incredible day today. Food distribution in Queensbridge. I got some emails to send. I got some stuff to do online. And then I got a founders event to go through tonight in Times Square. I'm super excited. Some shit I found out about a homegirl of mine, a dope creator, a dope founder, created a card game, is hosting some founders corner shit with a limited amount of founders. And I'm excited again to immerse myself in the world of founders, right? Because I am a fucking founder. I'm a freaking tech company founder, and amongst other things, right? So yeah, I'm super excited. That is our show today, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for tuning in. Tefu Sankofa said Job Corps has changed lives. Absolutely, it has. My brother Job Corps has changed so many lives. My cousin went to Job Corps after Yeah, so many people I know went to job corps back in the days. My mother threatened sending me to job corps. I'm glad she didn't, because I wouldn't be who I am today, right? There's no guarantee I'll be alive today, right? It saved many lives, and it probably could have saved me from going to prison, but then there's no guarantee I'll be who I am today, or that I'll even be alive. So I'm grateful that my life went the way it went, that I'm still here. There are some people whose lives absolutely could have been saved if they would have went to job corps, right? But such is life. We can't undo the past. We could just write a better future. But listen, man, I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Once again, I'm your boy, your host, LaShawn Sugar Marston. This is episode 547 of SR Daily. Please do join us the same time tomorrow, 9 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. Facebook Live, YouTube, and of course, Instagram Live. Remember, it ain't getting knocked down. It's the problem. Staying down. So get out! The power is in you. I couldn't do that last week and 2 weeks ago. My voice was, all right? But as always, be kind to yourself. Be kind to each other. Peace and love. Peace and love. Love. Peace and love.